Okay, now I have another special guest in my review video here. This is Mr. Lukasz, and he has the YouTube channel Eye Explore, right?
That's right.
And it's a great channel. I implore everyone out there to go watch his channel. It's very informative about Tokyo, about street photography in Tokyo. I really enjoy it. So I'm quite honored to have you here on my video.
I'm honored to be in the video.
Perfect,
Thank
perfect.
you.
So like I am doing in this video, I want to have everybody's opinions about the camera, not just my own. So here it is, a Leica M10.
All right.
Have you ever held one before?
Only at the Leica shop.
Oh, cool.
Not even at the Leica shop, the secondhand shop.
Cool,
that had
cool.
Leicas.
Yeah, yeah. Usually they're a better place to buy them is secondhand. Yeah, because they're so expensive brand new.
That's right.
So yeah, so what do you think, like right off the bat, like what's your like first impression?
Well, I mean, because like I said, I've held one before and I feel the same thing I did as then is I like the heft, you know? A lot of people complain about heavy cameras. I like heavy cameras.
Yeah.
I have no problem with a heavy camera and it feels like a good kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Did you ever see this movie Snatch?
Oh, actually no, I
Have you
haven't.
never seen Snatch? Oh, this is guy, this Russian guy sells a gun and he's like, it's very heavy, heavy is good. If it doesn't work, you can always hit him with it.
Heavy is good. Heavy is reliable. If it does not work, you can always hit him with it.
I think the same about the cameras.
Okay, cool, cool.
No, but seriously, I do like that right off the top, it feels really heavy. I shot for many years on a big SLR, like a D4, Nikon D4, Nikon D3.
yeah,
and those
I know.
are also very big and very heavy.
Yeah.
And again, I like that. It always felt like, oh, if I'm out with this camera, I don't have to worry about it. It's not going to break. You know, potentially, you don't want to drop it, but you know what I mean? Like it can take a bit of abuse.
Yeah, it's brass.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do kind of damage it, then the brass will show a little patina over
Yeah,
time.
that's right. It comes out. But,
Little character.
But the point is, I don't like to baby my cameras. Whatever camera I'm using, I use it without considering so much about the safety of my camera. And so I like cameras that, you know, communicate that to me right away. And this one does, because it's heavy.
That's cool.
It feels solid. But then, yeah, the other thing is, of course, I am familiar with how the viewfinder works, so it's not alien to me. And I do think it's pretty cool. And there we go. I'm going to take a little, oh, it's off.
Yeah.
There we go. Take a little photo.
Digital.
Yeah. But what I probably would have a lot of tough time getting used to is not how the viewfinder works in the autofocus, or sorry, the manual focus, with the, you know, split.
Focusing patch.
Focusing patch.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, the way the two things go together, that's fine. And you know, when I was shooting with my SLRs a lot, I shot manual all the time.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of manual lenses, and I got very good with zone focusing. So all that stuff is not a big deal. What I think would take a lot of getting used to is the parallax.
Right.
The off-centered viewfinder, where it's not exactly what you see, because I often shoot things very precisely when I'm doing like architecture or things like that. For street, it's not so important. But for some things, I like to get my composition like perfect, and I know I'll struggle with this because it won't be exactly perfect.
Yeah, sometimes like closer focusing distances and then certain lenses too as well, that does kind of change sometimes. So
Exactly.
I actually also don't believe like it's the best camera for doing architectural kind of work.
Yes.
Of course you can do it, sure, it's no problem, but I don't think that really is what this camera is built around in the first place.
And I do imagine though you could probably get used to it, or kind of realize where you're going to run into problems and then kind of like work around them, because that's true with any camera, because there's no perfect camera. They all have flaws and issues, right? And so you just kind of realize, oh, okay, in this situation I got to use this camera a little differently than I'm going to use that camera. And you know, these days my main shooter is the GR3X.
GR3X.
Right?
Let me see that.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Have you had one before?
Actually, I just held Ulysses Aoki's
Oh, okay.
yesterday.
Well, there you go. Good shot there. Zone focus.
What do you think about zone focusing?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I use it all the time. Look at that. I think I nailed that at f4. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's a little dark of a scene in general, but
Sure.
I feel like I nailed the focus there. Yeah, I don't use, the ironic thing is that the Ricoh has the snap focus. It's basically zone focus.
Right, yeah.
It's a slightly different way of the way you get to it.
Yeah, it's like an automatic zone focus.
Yeah, it's
kind
like
of.
a instant zone, right?
Right,
So
right.
you don't have to twiddle with the thing, it just does it for you. But
Yeah.
basically it's zone focus. You use it like one of those. The thing is, I don't use the Ricohs often that way for some reason.
Really? So you don't really use snap focus
I
that
do
much?
sometimes. I have it set up so like, you know, when I do full press snap, it's there, and I have
Sure.
a shortcut to fully like do full time snap
Yeah.
if I want. But I find I just don't often use it for
Yeah.
some reason because of
Sure.
what I'm shooting. I guess I tend to shoot less run and gun style like I used to. Like I definitely did before. So you know, for whatever reason, it's like a thing against it. It's just a matter of preference. Like
Right. Habitual.
like a habit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just how I shoot these days.
Right.
It's just ironic. But when I'm shooting in my SLR and I have a manual lens on, then of course I use it.
Of course.
Manual lenses, it's like you should use it.
You have to. You should.
have to, yeah.
I don't have to, but you should.
Not for every single shot, but I at least like keep it set on a zone, so
Right.
that as I'm walking around like ready to shoot a zone. This is kind of interesting. But could you?
Okay, and thank you very much, Lukasz. I appreciate you being on my video and everything. Do go check him out. Awesome channel, awesome guy. And let's go to the next part.